back, everybody. We're gonna do a quick hike. 2 miles supposedly. No maps. No maps. And that pitch, those pits are sharpied in. Yeah, this is a Songbird habitat trail. Echo, echo, echo. We're at Stone Mountain. This was built as the archery event center. All the archery stuff happened here. All the little rock walls and rock bridges and stuff were made then, back in '96. I wasn't here then. It's a long time ago. But I'm gonna start here and make my way around, I think. And there's some backwards left-handed reach around stuff back through here that I know about. That's not on the map, so I'm gonna check it out. The benches are marked. Maybe I can find some of them. Let's get going. One of the little benches. This area over here, they'll cut it down from time to time. Usually a big meadow. One of the little trailheads. Sun's directly behind me, that sucks. Yeah, this is not accurate. A lot more than that back there. But we have a decision to make. Do we go that way? Do we go that way? That way? That way. I know where is it a bench. That way. Kind of. I just have to remember where it is, by which I mean walk around until I find it. Lots of roots and trippy hazards here. There's another bench over here on our right. Be nice to look out over the meadow, if indeed it was a meadow. It's so overgrown right now. Maybe they'll cut it back for the winter. Hey, shade. Here's someone's demon spawn child off in the distance. Oh, and it's an airplane. There are blazes here, right there. Don't know that they mean anything. Whatever. And we got another split off here. I already know which way I want to go. That's a trail marker direction finder thingy. Everything but that way, so we're going this way. is the bench I'm thinking about. It's up on top of one of these rises back in here. The leaves falling. None of this stuff is on any map. Fortunately, you can't really get lost back here. Just pick a direction, left or right, and stick to it. There's all these fences back here that probably don't need to be here anymore because they were built. That's useful. OS allowed, but which one? Wants us to go that way, or that way. Wants us to go that way. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go this way. These fences are probably there for cordoning off the venue for the '96 Olympics, I think. So this whole area was built up for. Another split in the trail. Red blaze there, there, and way over right there. Tickle, tickle. And oh yeah, hi. I don't know. Let's go this way. This direction seems to be a little less trafficked. Of course, I was to say that there's the people. Whoa, smash. That's a big boy too. Well, not big, just probably every bit of 150 feet tall when it came down. This trail is mild. There are some hills, some lumpy, bumpy bits. When it's this time of year, everything's covered up with leaves. Can be tough to see where you're putting your feet. I think that used to be a, no, just a tree fell down and I couldn't be bothered to fix it. Trail go that way. Some dog barking. This woodland is right at the edge of a neighborhood. Probably 150 yards off to my right. Somebody had a project here laying down stones. Now, this trail being what it is, I'd consider it, any beginner could do this. If you're out here for fitness, you can really get a move on out here. Depending on your stability and how well you handle bouncing from rock to rock. Aha! A bench. There's a dog barking right behind me. I'm gonna skip that one. Get away from the agitated canine. the illusion of being far, far away from people. It's pretty good here. You get the occasional interruption. That's okay. Sounds like something's following me through the woods. But it's just all the crap falling out of the trees. I spy another bench. It's a nice enough spot. That's a good enough place as any. Me and the lumberjack been doing some back and forth here and there. He thought it'd be fun. Daddy long legs. Huh? To do a cook on a hike. In a lot of ways that's more challenging than doing a cook on a backpacking trip, because you can bring a lot more stuff. So today I'm gonna do Arayes, which is a Lebanese hamburger, effectively Lebanese flatbread, meat stuffed flatbread. So to get started, I've got a bag of tricks here. I probably don't need all of that. I'm probably gonna go with one. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use all of this and just be liberal with discarding the outer bits. This onion, we're just gonna cut up about a quarter of a medium-sized onion. Get rid of that. Ow, my finger. Extra seasoning. You want to kind of fine dice it, but whatever. Get out of here. Effectively what we're making is kafta, or meatball. This is a half pound of 85-15 beef, which isn't recommended, but that's what I wanted because it was on sale. That can go in there. 1 clove, garlic. Yoink. I'm gonna cut the butt end out in my trash bag. Smash. Alright, that's good enough. 1 bunch of parsley. Parsley, not Italian parsley. This stuff's really wet. That should do it. You don't want the stems. Ooh, that's fragrant. Ooh wee, that is really fragrant. I don't think I've ever used parsley in anything before. Hello. Morning. Now all this goes in there. I'm getting leafy green bits on me. Alright, I probably should have brought some oil with me. This doesn't necessarily need to go away, but doesn't need to be there. Tried to be in an out of the way spot. At least I didn't set my camera up across the trail and expect people not to walk in front of it, huh? I have got seasoning. Use whatever you want. There's all kinds of recipes for what to use. This is, what did I even put in this? Allspice, cumin, coriander, curry powder, pinch of cinnamon, salt, and black pepper. And basically, oh yeah, and paprika. There it is. Basically, you just want this to smell like, you know, those documentaries or movies or whatever where they go through a market and they're talking about the Silk Road, and the real one, not the black market stuff website, the actual real one. And they've got this market with huge heaping mounds of spices. How you would imagine that to smell is how you'd want this to smell. I did a little heavy on the paprika. I didn't measure anything. And then we're just gonna mix this all together. Overworking it is fine. It's going to give us more of a sausagey consistency if we overwork it, which I think would be fine for this. I got this idea off of Andy over at Kent Survival. Not this idea specifically, he got in there with his spoon or something and mixed it up, but the idea to try Arayes. Just watching one of his videos, and he did some Arayes by a campfire. I thought that's a great idea. And Obi, I think it's Obi, over at Middle Eats, he's done this a couple of times, a couple of different ways. I got another idea off of him. So like 2 times in a row something shows up in my feed, I'm probably going to check it out and get interested in it. So I'm just going to keep, is that seasoned enough? What do I think? Very fragrant, I can tell you that much right now. I don't think I used them. No, you know what? I'm going to err on the side of caution and let the onions and the parsley do all the heavy lifting. Ideally, you'd probably want to let this set and let all the flavors amalgamate. I'm going to do that for as long as it takes me to get my pittas out. I was going to buy some pittas, but they had like 1 pack in, they had 1 pack in the white people grocery store I go to, and I didn't like the way they looked, and they're made in Kansas. So it's like, I think I can do better. Look at that. Made these. Ooh, wow, that smells nice. This is Obi's recipe I made. They smell really nice, and it's really simple. It's literally flour, salt, sugar, yeast, and oil. And yeah, it smells great. And I brought the 2 prettiest ones, of course. That's gonna work great. That's gonna work great. Now, how do I get this out of here? I need to divide it into quarters, I think. Meh, I got a better idea. Get away from one of the edges here. I have to still cut fresh stuff with my knife. That's not gonna see fire, so I'm gonna use my little knife, what I don't use for cutting stuff I'm gonna eat with, and then made myself a piping bag. Only I didn't cut it. That's too big a hole, but it'll do. I'm just gonna get some of that out of there, into there. I'm making a mess. This isn't going to be even, who cares? It's just me. That was loud, whatever fell out of that tree. Then we're just going to take this, and I don't know what to use. Screw it. Good enough. Got a sanitary stick here. We just want to get this in the corners real good. If you can find the corners of this round pita pocket, and nice and thin. Don't want to use my fingers because I didn't bring anything to wash my hands with because I'm dumb. Don't think I have anything to wash my hands with in the truck because I'm dumb. These didn't get very much. Pack that out with me. Just got salt on it. I'm just gonna mash these until the filling comes. It got on me. Until the filling comes most of the way to the edge. This one got a little more. To heck with it. I've got water. It'd be alright, I guess. I just don't want to get too gooeyed up. Alright, close enough. Alright, now for the fun part. Chew away this. It's my little backpacking stove. I had to make a decision on which one I wanted to bring. I need to go for a long burn here. This is a variation of a called a cat stove, a penny stove, soda can stove, or whatever. This happens to be made out of the bottoms of 2 Jiminy Crickets, 2 brake cleaner cans. knock a bunch of holes around the rim, one in the middle, and a penny. And I picked this one to bring today because I think I want a long burn. I think it's going to take a little while to get stuff going. And here's some Dawn antibacterial soap. This is denatured alcohol. Buy it at Home Depot. I had one of my coworkers get really angry with me because he was into this kind of thing. And he told me that the denatured alcohol they sold at Home Depot wouldn't burn. Said he couldn't catch it on fire. And he told me that the only thing that would work is that heat branded fuel line treatment. So, well, dude, this stuff's like 99.99% pure. It's just got some poison in it to keep you from drinking it. And let me tell you, that poison works. Because I used to keep this in water bottles. Okay, I've got that guy full. I'll put my penny on. This thing here doubles as a priming pan. And I'm just going to dribble around the edge. And this thing, with this much fuel in it, it's going to be hard to light. Aluminum works much, much better. Ow! And we're lit. And I don't want it on my cutting board. She's jetting up. She's jetting up. It's making some nice jets. Lit on the first go. Normally it takes, well, that stove takes a couple goes just because it's so thick. And the extra fuel in there acts as a heat sink. This is not a backpacking approved device. Now this should be able to go on like that. I should have put bug spray on. I didn't plan on sitting on the ground. Now we got cucumber. Oh, wow. Now she's really jetting out. I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of these on. That's going bananas. And speaking of bananas, I got a cucumber. If this is my property, if this is my yard, this would go zinging out in the woods. I am not on my property. I'm not in my woods. So I'm going to treat this like I would want other people, hey, quit, to treat my garbage. Let's get some cucumber going here. Nice thin slices. That should be enough. Guess it would be traditional, more or less, to peel your cucumbers first. I'm not gonna. These guys are already starting to smell. I'll let that sit on some residual heat for a minute. Bad thing about that is the can't turn it down. We're getting a little too crispy. We need some mint. I don't think I need very much mint. I think that's, get out of here, stem. Wow, now that I've cut it, I'm glad I didn't want to use any more. Take a look at those. In this container we have one of those 1 cup serving size yogurt, just plain full fat Greek yogurt. I'll let that rest for a minute. Oh, I don't have to, this fire's going out. That didn't burn as long as I thought it was going to burn. Be alright. Needed a rest for a second anyway. Hey, quit doing that. I think I'm going to sprinkle just a smidge of our spice mix on there. And this can go in my yogurt. Stirry stir. Needs a little something. Can't put my finger on it. Set that to the side. I couldn't find my ice cube packs, so I froze one of these. I'm trying to keep the stuff I want to stay cool next to that. There we go. Can't see the flames because, well, you kind of can. Gotta be careful with the alcohol. The light's bright enough you can't really tell if it's lit or not. Look down in there. That's why you want it so thin. Thinly mooshed up inside of there. Big stuff falling out of trees. One of them is leaking. That one is leaking. I want you to leak. Get back in there, juices. Fire's out again. Tired of dinking with it. That's all they're gonna get. Pittas are nice and crispy. Oh, juicy on the inside. Alright, let's try it with some of our dressing, our dip, whatever you want to call it. Oh, they're still really hot. That needs a little something extra. Get a little bit of cucumber. Maybe it needs a little bit more mint. It's darn good though. You know, it'd probably be good. Some cheese in here. I'm an American. And like 3 couples walked through here. Well, 2 as I was setting up and 1 as I was cooking, but hadn't been any since. Kamikaze! Fresh pita bread's where it's at. It's really easy. Be doing that again. I'm going to stuff the rest of this in my face hole while I'm packing up. Let's get out of here and finish our trail. That leaf blower running's kind of taking some out of it, but whatever. Clouds have moved in. Thank goodness, because it was getting spicy hot in here. Little gate to nowhere right there. And fortunately, this marker here telling me the only way to go is the only way to go. Thought I saw somebody coming with a big yellow dog. There's a deer. It saw me and immediately spooked. Took off. Just about to put that little hill between me and whoever's running that leaf blower. Hey, look, remember, we have been here before. We came from that direction, and it wanted us to go in that direction. But I didn't want to go in that direction. I wanted to go in that direction. Now it's wanting me to go in that direction. I've already been in that direction. I'm going to go this direction again, because there's another path. And I hear people. Skirt. Let's go this way. So this is where we came to. There's that blaze over there, that blaze there, that blaze there, another behind me, and we went that way. I'm gonna go this way this time. And there's some people up ahead that are confused. Kitties! Person go that way. I'll go opposite direction of person. Pretty sure there's some poetry about trails less traveled. This isn't one of those. The reason I normally hike in pants. It's tickling my legs. Another marker telling me to go to the direction I don't want to go. The road, the top of that ridge right there. Stonewall Road, I don't know. One of them there, Confederate types. Not just people with the dogs that had stumbled across the wall trying to cook my food. That might have been bad. They might have had to steal my lunch. I might have had to have dog for lunch. You. That's enough of that. Oh, oh, tripping. This might have been a better spot right here. There's a log to sit on. Yeah. No spiders that way. I got them all. It's a bit of a steep climb. There goes somebody's house. Ooh. Winded. I don't know what kind of tree that is. The leaves are huge. And they're everywhere in this wood. Miss me. All kinds of stuff landing with resounding thuds all around me. That one would have been nice. Oh well. That's some of the stuff that's falling out of the trees. Hurt. Hey, I recognize that fence. Hey, there's a trail on the other side of that fence. I feel like we were just there. This way. Then I'm gonna go that way, I think. No maps. Ooh, bouncy bridge. We're back at the junction again. Junction of confusion. I know where that one goes. Don't want to go that way. I think I'm going to try to go more or less back where I started from. And then go Maybe check out some secret squirrel stuff. This is a little patch came through already. Oh, let's go a different direction. This way goes back. Basically what we just did is lopsided, double-ended, left-handed figure eight. Now we're gonna go this way. Came from that way. Ooh, look at that. Nice day. Little shelter for watching birds or whatever. This is a highly trafficked area. You can tell that because of the way it is. You could probably just about do this in a wheelchair. That's interesting. One of you guys sneeze? Huh? Wow. This would be a nice place to chill out for a bit. Service road or access road, huge spider. It's like somebody built a shelter here and it collapsed. There's two of them. It's one of the feeder stations. It's a thing you want for not deterring squirrels. It's a path. Goes that way. This path goes that way with a red blaze on it. Nothing says I can't go this way. Not super well traveled through here. But it is traveled. Yikes. Some signs of infrastructure running through here. There's a road just over there. Subdivisions just over there. Such a nice place for a walk, though. There's a fence. More fence. The question is it there to keep people in? Or keep things out? Mysteries. Trail goes that way. Trail goes that way. That goes back to whence we came, I think. That also goes back to whence we came. But you see more cool stuff. Let's go this way. Oh, it's also longer and possibly haunted. No markers, no maps. huge gap in the fence. I'm going this way. This looks like a trail. You can kind of see where it's been traveled before, scuffed and pushed around by something other than animals, deers, lions, tigers, bears. Not that kind of bear. Sicko. Bad thing about going down this hill means I have to climb to them thing. Ooh, there she is. There she is. I don't know if I've been spotted or not. Probably. She's walking now. She's not. Oh, there's another one. Trail bends around to my left. No, it doesn't. Heads right for him. They're gonna bolt one way or another. I see you looking at me. Oh, let's move on. Always cool to see. There they go. Sorry, deers. There's no markers, no trails. I'm just basically, well, ow. There are trails. Just the leaves are so falling out of the trees. At times it's hard to spot where I need to go. Nice thing is, it's all but impossible to get lost. I roam around back here for, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Low bridge going around. You hear constant traffic way off in the background. Sounds of city life. Sounds of me tripping over stuff. People jog on this trail. There's something wrong with people. Let's go this way. I think those are hickory nuts that are falling out of the trees. They are huge. Look at the size of that boy. That'd ring your bells if it hit you after falling from 80 feet in the air. Loud truck right over there. I like it. Looks like the 70s. GMC pickup truck. Definitely sounded like a small block Chevy. Ow. Up and over. Under and through. Oh, not more deer. Chimney crickets. That makes 8 I've stumbled upon today. Tight fit. Off in the woods to my left, that looks like a disused tumble dryer. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Just hanging out there, chilling. We're gonna leave it be. They're easily provoked. I like to charge. It's supposed to be the Black Blaze Trail. They're everywhere. See if I can get it. See if I can get it. Don't want to startle it. There it is. That's a tumble dryer's mate. Oh, they're nocturnal. Hope it doesn't wake. Hope I don't wake it up. Okay, let's go. Those rocks and roots hidden under the leaves. Throwing me off balance. The track here is very ill-defined. Some of those big spiders again. Nightmare fuel anyway. It looks like here. Oh, Segway peoples. It's the road again. It looks like somebody got the better of our old mate tumble dryer or washing machine. Sad. Invasive spiders go bye-bye. No one's been through here in a day, at least. You do not want to walk into one of those webs. It will stop you in your tracks. Spiders aren't poisonous, but dang, they're huge. In some places you got to look really close to see which is path and which is forest floor. The heck is that? I see a steering wheel. What is that, a bumper car? Is it? It's little, rudimentary, weird. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. That's a golf cart chassis. What are you doing here, little buddy? You don't belong. How did you get here? Sheesh. Oh. Up on a ridge. Nice. Nice little breeze. It's the kind of trail where you can really make some time. Really get your heart rate up. And then promptly lose the trail again. Ah, there it is. Ah, I think I wasn't going that way. That would have intersected my nugget. Oh. It'd help if I picked my feet up. Kind of skirting around the edge of the ridge here. I think. So we dropped down. Then we climbed back up. Now we're up. Now we're going down again. Jiminy crickets. That's one thing about Georgia. It doesn't have a lot of elevation. It's got a lot of elevation changes. Constantly going up and down. One of the best and worst things about the Appalachian Trail, which we're not on, is starting in Georgia. It's either bad because it's going to blow you out right away and you're just not going to want to do it anymore, or you're going to soldier through it and the rest of it's going to be a cakewalk, relatively speaking. There are harder climbs in other states. But you don't go up 1,000 feet and then drop right back down 1,000 feet, only to go right back up 800 feet anywhere else in Georgia. I'm making a lot of noise. Parking lot is over there. Oh, look at that sky through the trees. Isn't that something? Check that out. Too bad YouTube is just kind of butcher my image quality here. Onward. I thought I was lost there for about a split second. Woo. Yeah. No, I have never been lost. I have been confused about where I was for a couple of weeks. Never lost. It reminds me on Power Tour, going through this small town. And somehow or another, I got separated from the pack. Most of them slow. And I wound up on a dead end in the middle of farmland. A couple houses next to me. No idea where I was. No cell signal. No GPS. Just lost. Or just confused about where I was. I'm scratching my head, so since there was no traffic, I just stopped in the middle of the little road. Surrounded by trees, around some houses, flat ground as far as I could see. I turned my truck off, got out of the truck, climbed up onto the bumper, climbed up onto the tailgate, climbed up onto the roof, and just stood and listened until, Little Creek, until I heard distant thunder, a rolling rumble, and I cupped my one hand to my ear, and I focused in on that sound, in which direction that sound was coming from, hopped back into my truck, lit it off, and just headed in the general direction of the sound of thunder. I wound up in the middle of downtown, small town USA. The parade, thousands of hot rods are streaming by. I had found my people. Huzzah. Oh, climbing again. Whew. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Looks like headed right towards the fence. So you get right up on top of it. There's a hole in the fence. That way. That way. Well, that way. That way. Oh, this might have been a mistake. Yeah, spider web in the face. There's a hole in my bucket. Eliza. There's a hole in my bucket. Eliza, a hole. Then mend it. Dear Georgie, dear Georgie, dear Georgie. Then mend it. Dear Georgie, mend it. Ow. More spiders to the face. The path less traveled. It's not all it's cracked up to be. You're getting a new perspective. The spiders out of my way. You can take the spiders to the face. And the sticks. Oh, this was a mistake. I regret this. Oh boy. Somebody check me for ticks. Oh, this is unfortunate. I can see the parking lot. A way through. Somebody help me. Oy. Oy. Out of the way. Coming through. Now, if there's ever a thing that says, hey, you probably shouldn't have gone that way, it's a barricade. Oh. Ow, walked right into a tree. Alright, red blaze. Look at that. Look at that on the bench. Signs of that we're actually where we're supposed to be. Some damage, it's unfortunate. That's it for that one. Lunch and a hike. Lunch didn't go as planned. That's okay. Still made it. I made it work. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.